Ever reached the checkout page on an online store, saw the option to pay with Affirm, and paused to think, will my credit score even qualify for this? You're not alone. Buy now, pay later. Services like Affirm look simple on the surface, but approval isn't automatic, and your credit score plays a bigger role than most people realize. So today, we're clearing up the confusion. We'll cover the credit score you typically need to use Affirm, the difference between minimum approval and strong approval, and the most important factor that can make or break your application. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you stand before clicking that Pay with Affirm button. Let's start with the key question. What credit score does Affirm require? In most cases, Affirm approves users with credit scores starting around 550 to 640, which falls into the fair credit range. This means you do not need excellent credit to use Affirm, and some borrowers with limited or imperfect credit can still qualify. However, just like traditional lenders, approval at the lower end comes with trade-offs. Users with scores below 640 may see higher interest rates, lower spending limits, or fewer installment options. On the other hand, borrowers with scores of 680 or higher are far more likely to qualify for larger purchase amounts and, in some cases, promotional offers with 0% interest. Here's an important detail many people miss. Affirm does not rely only on your credit score. Affirm evaluates your overall financial profile, including your income, existing debt, repayment history, and how you've used Affirm in the past. If you've successfully paid off previous Affirm loans on time, that history can work strongly in your favor, even if your credit score is not perfect. In fact, someone with a 620 score and consistent on-time payments may appear less risky than someone with a 700 score but a pattern of missed payments elsewhere. By the way, if you're not sure where your credit stands right now, there's an easy solution. You can check your credit score and full credit report in just a few minutes using a trusted credit monitoring service. You'll see your score, key risk factors, and get alerts for major changes, all in one place. The link is in the description, and it costs almost nothing to get started. If you want to use Affirm with confidence, here are a few smart steps. First, keep your credit utilization low. High balances on credit cards can hurt your approval odds. Second, avoid missed payments, both with Affirm and other accounts. Payment history matters more than almost anything else. Finally, start small. Smaller purchases are easier to get approved for and help build a positive history with Affirm. So what's the bottom line? Affirm is accessible, even if your credit isn't perfect. You can often qualify with a score around 550 to 640, but a score of 680 or higher gives you better terms and lower costs. Your income, debt, and payment history matter just as much as the number itself. Used responsibly, Affirm can be a helpful financing tool. Used carelessly, high interest can quickly erase its convenience. Know your score, understand the terms, and always choose installments you can comfortably afford. Now I'd like to hear from you. Have you used Affirm before? Share your experience in the comments below.